Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome one and all to this newest edition of the Running on Empty Food Review series. So I'm going all out today. You know, I am. I'm going all out, going with the contrast collar today. I know I usually go with just the white shirts, but I figured let's change it up a little bit for this one. We're gonna go all out. So, you might be wondering, alright, what did Burger King do now? What did they do this time? What's going on? So here's what's going on in terms of Burger King, to I guess directly and, in not any sort of creative way, retort to that. So, Burger King has released a new menu item, and the reactions to it thus far are a little mixed. I mean, you have some very positive reactions, but you also have some very negative reactions. And that's where I come in. I'm here to say, look, let's try this item out. Let's see if it's good. Let's see if it's bad, etc. But first, I just want to explain the situation. So recently, Burger King, they haven't had too many new items out. I think a couple months ago, they started releasing the new King sandwiches. And after that, they really haven't released anything new. Burger King was one of those chains that for a while would go out and you would have like a new item every other week essentially, but now it's slowed down a bit, and I think some people were eager for a new release, especially maybe a new burger or something to that extent, so they came out with the single Bacon King. Right, you might say, well, sounds doable, sounds pretty tasty, so why would anyone be upset with that? Well, some people were frustrated at what they said was a lack of originality, perhaps, in terms of this item, and they're saying this is really lazy for them to do, because Burger King already has an item called the Bacon King, and they released that, oh gosh, it had to have been years ago. It probably was like I don't even know, probably 2017, I'd have to assume, or earlier. And what the Bacon King is it's a big burger, come with 2 flame-grilled beef patties, bacon strips, a good number of them, hence the name, American cheese, ketchup, and mayonnaise. That's the Bacon King. The brand new item, the single Bacon King, is all of that, except instead of 2 patties, it's just 1 patty. So I could understand why some people might be a little frustrated at that, because you might be saying, well, wait a minute. This is an existing menu item. Nothing whatsoever has changed. I could go to the drive-thru right now and say, could I get the Bacon King, but just with 1 patty? So what's new here? Absolutely nothing. Now, I think some people are a bit harsh in that, but I do understand that I think some folks are hoping for a little more originality when it comes to a new promoted, a menu item, I should say, and to only have the same burger with an adjustment that anyone could have made at any time. Alright, I understand. What was also a little bit of a, just for me, on their website, I think there was a glitch a couple days ago where there was this one burger, it was called the Spicy as Fire Whopper, and it showed up on their menu out of nowhere, and I was thinking, is this like a mistake? Is there going to be a new release of this looked pretty interesting. It was supposed to be some Whopper with jalapenos and stuff on it. I thought this sounded pretty cool. Only for them to remove the item, and I think it was just a glitch or something, and instead this came out, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. Alright, price for this, the single Bacon King. To get the sandwich by itself is $5.49, which again, for just a 1-patty burger is a little pricey, but it is also, if you're looking for maybe a little bit of a better deal, a 2 for $10 deal they also have, where you can get 2 entrees, 2 fries, and 2 drinks for the price of $10. So if you're feeling a little more hungry, I suppose, you can get that as well. All wrapped up right here. So let's do the unraveling. Kind of hunched over a little bit, but there's a little bit of a gap between the chair and the... So there we go. And there it is. In all its kingly glory. See, it's just one patty. Guess there's that bacon strip, the cheese. ketchup, mayo, bacon. And there it is. In terms of its presentation, though, I mean, this is just the way it is with fast food. Why am I surprised at all? I'm not. Let's get a couple thumbnails real quick, and then I'll tell you what my comment was. I'm going with like a little bit of everything, you know, semi-serious. And I'll just do like a glaring one for the fun of it. I don't think I'll use it. Alright, anyway. Aside from that, I mean, I'm not surprised. If you look at it, though, on their website, if you just take a look, you compare to this, it's just expectations versus reality. That's all that I can say. They make it look like there's tons and tons of bacon, and it's this huge sandwich, and, you know, it's just a burger. That's all you can say. You know, and the bacon, again, seems a little lacking. It's a little lopsided, so I'll focus on this side of it, I guess, so I can get that bacon. And we'll just try it out. The Single Bacon King from Burger King going in. Two more bites. That was just water in there, by the way, so it's not like, you know, I was squeezing out any of the grease from the burger into the receptacle and was guzzling that down, or anything to that extent. So the Single Bacon King, well, in terms of the item itself, generally unremarkable. I would say average. Certainly not bad. Not bad at all. I would say an average Burger King burger. I just don't think that this necessarily deserves all of the hullabaloo of saying either it's the best thing ever or the worst thing ever. Nor do I think that they necessarily needed to go all the way out and make this a new item. But in terms of taste, it's not bad. I really can't complain there. Burger King, despite any sort of tacky promotional deals, I would state that the quality of the burgers has gone up. I've used this example before, but I used to really, really hate anything from Burger King. I detested it. I said, oh, Burger King, you know, like, everything they touch is just terrible, I used to say. But it really has improved. Despite, again, a little bit of a sloppy appearance, and I think it could have used more bacon. I mean, they said 3 bacon strips. Now, how many? This is a bit... See, there are only 2 bacon strips on this one, so... If you wanted to be really picky, you can say that they should have had 3, and you could just really bash them for that. But, you know, if they do advertise it to have 3 bacon strips, it should have 3 bacon strips. So that is one thing, just in my case, that needed more bacon there. You know, in terms of the bacon, it is called the Bacon King. The bacon strips that were there were decent. I've seen other folks get much bigger strips. These looked like they were more or less just half strips. But they were still good. They were crisp. You know, nice crisp to it. Very flavorful when you got it in the bite. But I do wish it had a little bit more bacon on it. You know, the beef patty in and of itself is still good. Still maintaining the standards. Get that nice flame grilled beef right there. Good meaty flavor in every single bite, which is great. And the ketchup and mayo, they didn't seem to go overboard this time around. I've had burgers from Burger King in the past that have had so much mayo that it's just unbelievable, and it cancels everything out. But in this case, I think it was inoffensive. It added a little bit of moisture to it. And again, the American cheese was a nice accompaniment. So overall, it's not a bad burger. I would say average. Nothing, to rave about. Nothing to harshly condemn either. And that's exactly how the Bacon King, the original Bacon King, was. So you probably wasted 10 minutes of your life with this video, because all I'm really saying here is that imagine a Bacon King, and then imagine it with one less patty. That's what this tastes like. So, out of 10, factoring that in, though, as an average sandwich, average being 5 out of 10, this is going to get a 5.8 out of 10. Slightly above average, but again, nothing to rave about, nothing to strongly condemn either, but a little sloppy, and it could have used a little bit more bacon in my opinion, hence the name, so that's why it has the rating that it has. But definitely, I think some people were being a bit mean to Burger King. I know some folks, they just get really, they pick their side. It's like, oh, I'm a fan of this chain, and everything that chain does is terrible. I think some folks are just too quick to criticize, and maybe that's where some of the harshest words toward Burger King's release here came from. But overall, I hope they come out with a new item soon that is a bit more inventive. But overall, again, this burger, not the best, not the worst. And with that, that's all that I have for you. Thank you for watching. That's all that I have. I'm your host, the Report of the Week.